In today's video, where am I? Here I am. Hey there, everyone. In today's video, we're going to check out two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication for Joomla. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 269 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorial YouTube channel, where I show the basic Joomla. No, basic. I changed it. YouTube channel. The Basic Joomla channel. There we go. Shortened that the other day. Where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I also work on Joomla sites, build them, maintain them, migrate them. If you're looking to hire someone short-term or long-term or just to get you out of a spot, send me an email, tim@cybersalt.com. Today's video is brought to you by our channel sponsor, mysites.guru. Do you have a Joomla site? Of course you do. Head on over to mysites.guru and get a free site audit for it. And while you're there, check out all the tools and information that will save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites. All right, hello everybody. I am back. I've been away the last 2 weeks. 2 Wednesdays ago, I was traveling. Flew back east to Ontario to visit with our daughter and her family, and then took Susan to a conference, and then I went and visited with my folks, and then got Susan from the conference, and we visited with them more. So last Wednesday, it was just me at my parents' place, and excuse me, had a great trip. I missed you, and thank you, Ivor. I missed you too. Ivor, Bjorn, Mary are here. Good to see you all. Today's picture behind me. Now I'll make myself disappear. Yes, good to see you again too. This is the western, well, they call it the west coast of Ontario, but there's plenty of Ontario west of this spot. But this is actually the eastern coast of Lake Huron in Ontario, and this is my grandson here. I think you can see this. No, okay. In the sort of in the middle, supposed to be able to see the mouse on here. Anyways, it's my grandson there in the middle, and these sort of three people in the foreground here. That's my son-in-law and my daughter and Susan. And we, it was a windy day there, but it was nice. We had beautiful weather, beautiful fall weather. In fact, we were excited to see the fall, the trees. And because last year we were there towards the end of October, and a lot of the trees had changed for the autumn. This year, because they've had such nice weather, they are kind of behind. But we did see lots of beautiful things, and that was a nice day in the lake. Also, while we're there, I picked up a couple of fossils, some fossilized coral there. That's fresh water, but I guess there was salt water a long time ago, and fossilized. So that was kind of a cool souvenir to bring back. All right, yes, so lots for us to catch up on and talk about later on. Maybe later on we'll talk about the lawsuits that are happening with WordPress. But for now, we're going to look at two-factor authentication. So let me, let's see, we'll change screens here. Yes, so if you watched Maintenance Monday, I had a video for someone to help them. They were locked out of their site because they could no longer access things through their two-factor authentication method that they had picked. So I did Maintenance Monday showing how you can turn that off for your account, your super user account, and then you can actually get back in your site. But then I thought, well, you know what? For a topic today, why don't we just look at all of the two-factor authentication and multi-factor authentication methods. Now, what is two-factor authentication? Basically is you need a second factor. Multi-factor authentication, same thing. There's probably a subtle difference somewhere, but two-factor authentication, you need a second something in order to log into your site. So, for instance, when I log into the J5 Core Basic Joomla site, I have my username and I have my password. Great, but you know what? If you knocked me over the head on a bus, and as I was coming to you, said, what's the password for your website? And I said, J5 Core Cybersalt, and gave the password, whatever the password is. You would just be able to log in. So the second factor basically is something something that you have. So the username and password, excuse me, is something that you know, let's say, but then the second factor is something that you have. It could be a one-time code that you use, something that's emailed to you, key. We're going to look at that, how to set those things up. Ivor says, yeah, usually one thing you know and one thing you have. Exactly. So let's check this out. Now, something that we will look at, I experimented with this using Bitwarden for my password manager. I already, yesterday playing, or when I'm playing around for that video on Monday, I set up a passkey. Check this out. If I just have the username in there and click on sign in with passkey, Bitwarden pops up and it says, oh, log in with the passkey. Yeah, j5corebasicjoomla.com. And I can go confirm and and it will log me in. I don't even need the password there. Now the passkey, if I am right, and I look to delete this so I could create it again in this video, and I can't figure out how to do that yet. What I'm going to do is I'll set it up under a different user on the site. But the passkey, I think, is like it's like a virtual key that you have. That's the second thing, and you don't even need a password. You just need to know the username and to have the passkey, assuming that the passkey is something that only you would have, right? And in fact, for anyone to use the passkey that I have in my Bitwarden account, they would have to log into my Bitwarden account. So that would be the second thing that they have, proving who they are. So we'll experiment with that in a little bit. Anyway, so let's hop right in. Hey, let me put this into light mode. I like that better for the live streams. Also, it also is better for my complexion on the live stream as well. All right, so we're going to go to system. Let's just look at, go to plugins, and I'm going to search for MFA. 2FA. Oh no, authentic AUTH. Okay, and so this is not the Joomla API, but we have these methods here. Make sure they're on your site. Verification code, YubiKey, passkeys, authentication code by email, fixed code. I think we click on that, it'll tell us. A second password, do not use on live sites. It's not secure. This plugin is only meant as an example for developers interested in creating their own plugins. Bjorn says, yeah, Michael says, so Michael says Bitwarden also has a 2FA app. Yeah, so I think the app itself acts sort of like a key. So what we'll see later on, for instance, I reach over here, I have a YubiKey, all right? I'll make this as big as possible. Yeah, it plugs into the USB of my computer, and when I tap on this, it puts the unique code in there, and so I have to have this key in order to do that. Sorry, folks, I forgot to tell my phone to be quiet during the stream here. Let me just forgot a lot of things today. It's almost like I'm out of practice, eh? All right, let's put that down here. Yeah, so can I put Bitwarden is great security, you can even self-host it. Yes, you can. You don't have to have your passwords on Bitwarden's place. You can host it on your own space. Can you put it on a USB key? I think you're talking about, can Bitwarden's key be put on a YubiKey? I don't think so. I think the YubiKey is just it's got the code in it there. I'm not sure you can back them up or transfer them. I don't know that much about it. Multi Factor Authentication plugin. Okay, so this is a second password. Do not use on live sites. It's not secure. Example for developers created their own plugins. All right, so we should probably just disable that plugin then. Maybe I'll do that as a video. All right, LDAP. Let's just see here. Warning, you must have at least one authentication plugin enabled or you'll lose access to your site. Yes, Ivor. The problem is if you log in from several locations, in which case you would want to have the have, you know, I look, have a couple of methods available for you, especially as we're going to see these one-time codes, because if you're really hooped, if you just got one and it's messed up, then you really are stuck out of your site. LDAP, this one I have not looked at. So I'm not even going to play around with that one today. We'll leave that off. How do we start this? How do we turn this on? Well, go to users, manage users, go to your user profile. So I'm going to do this one here. And then go over to Multi Factor Authentication tab right here. And now we have the methods that we can go through. You'll see that Multi Factor Authentication is not enabled. Well, how do you enable it? Well, you have to add something. So why don't we first of all add 6-digit codes generated by the app every time, a verification code. Now, if I go to, let's see here, Google Authenticator. I think we can get to this as a web page here too. Google Authenticator is an app there. Is this something I can log into? As a website. Oh, let me just stop my video playing over here. I think this is just an app on your phone. So what we're going to do, I'll have to hold up my phone to show you, and which I just put offline. So let's do this one here. Basically, what you do with this authentication method is that you have to add it to an authenticator app, and then when you go to log in, you have to go to your authenticator app on your phone, and you have to put in the code, and it's always changing. So let me just show you here. AUTH authenticator. Okay, so you'll see I'm going to hold this here. Let me go full screen here too. Okay, so you'll see here on my authenticator app. Now I can show you these because look, these are codes right now that I could use to log into my Google account or Cloudflare or my Stripe account or Amazon. See, there's a little pie thing changing there. It's getting smaller and smaller. Watch, when it gets up to the 0, all those numbers change. So there's no danger for me to show you. Oh, by the way, Binance, I don't have that really anymore because they're not allowed in my country. But there is no, I can show you these numbers and these addresses because you would also have to have my password in order to log into the site and then use one of these codes. But these codes change every, I think, like 30 seconds. So, yeah, I can show them to you because watch, there it changed. They all changed again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new key here. So let's see here. Switch over to full screen web camera. Let's add the verification code. So now I have this option. I can go into my Authenticator app setup and I can enter this key, or I can take a picture with my camera of this QR code and it will be added, or I can set it up right here. So let's try this. Maybe this will open up the only works on supported browsers. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. You can watch in the bottom right hand corner. I'm going to, well, let's just see here. Make sure it's not in here. Oh, I have this in here from before, so I have to remove it and we'll put it back in. I'm going to go to my phone. You can see me doing it right here. I'm going to use my camera to zoom in on that QR code. And, oh, it took too long to do it. Okay. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then it brings up a URL. I tap on it and I select my app, Authenticator app on my phone. And it asks me, do I want to save the key for this site and for me using it? Yes. And the authenticator code is saved. And now you can see right at the very bottom here, sorry, as soon as it doesn't see my, anyways, trust me, at the bottom, driver says, does not different applications use different authenticators, or can you use one for all? I have a couple of different authenticators. I just use the Google one. And basically, what I would recommend is that if you take a picture of that QR code that's on the screen here with your phone and it opens one, it will ask you which app you want to use. I would use the Google one, but I think if it asks you the app, you basically can set it up with any of the apps that are offered. I do have a couple. I have a Microsoft Authenticator one, but I don't know that I need to use that. Anyways, so now that I've set that up, I'm going to save and close. And this is a quirky thing. It says fill out this field here for the verification code. Don't bother doing that. Go cancel, and let's refresh. See, and this is what happened to me before. What was the problem here? Save. No. Yeah, this happened to me before. Let me just see here. Add a new verification code. See, and this is what I did here. Oh, now let me just see. Let me just get a code off my phone and see if this works here. The latest one. Now that it's set up, maybe I need to put that in order to confirm it. And the code right now is 069498. I ran into this yesterday, and I go save and close. There we go. So what you have to do is set up, take a picture of that, and then use one of the codes that's live from the Authenticator app. Once it's added, put it in there and save. And you will now see that multi-factor authentication is enabled right here. All right. And the method that is set up right now is verification code. That's the default one. So I'm just going to save and close this. Now what I can do, and now I have a check mark next to administrator. Now watch. Let's log out. And now when I go to log in, I will log in and I'll select the password there. And I go log in, and now it says, hey, enter the 6-digit verification code. Now, on my Authenticator app, the code is just about to change, so I'm waiting. So now I've got 30 seconds here, and the number is 394926. And I go validate, and I'm in. So I can't log into my site now unless I have the username and password, and then I also use a current number from my Authenticator app. Mirror my phone with phone link. Yeah, that's a good idea. I was thinking about that. Let's just see here. No, that's not it. And I forgot to set that up. So how to mirror that? Oh, here we go. Loading modal screen. Start now. Hey, good idea. Thanks. Okay, so now we're just waiting for it to show up here. Yeah. Oh, there's my phone. Let's bring this over here. Oh, guess what? My Authenticator app is not showing. I wonder if that's the security thing, because watch, if I do this, I can turn on my camera and show what's on my phone. I can also, what else have we got here? Oh, I accidentally hit my transcript thing. Oh yeah, this is a new thing on my phone that transcribes as I'm speaking. Let's get rid of that. And there's that. So, hey, that's good to know. I cannot share my Authenticator app on the screen here because of security settings. But it was a good idea, Bjorn. All right. So let me just put that down here. I'm going to leave that on in case I need to use the phone again. And I need to turn this off here. Yes, there we go. There's some chats there. And we'll close my phone link. All right, so that's the first one. Let's go back into users, and let's go to manage users, and let's go to here. Now, backup codes. This is a really good one to have. Put these codes in your wallet. All right, so if we go down here and I go print these codes, and here are some backup codes. Now, if ever I cannot get into the app, into my site, or I don't have my Authenticator app with me, as long as I have these printed up, I can use them. So let's double click. Let's use this one up here. All right, because you can only use them once, then they're burned. So if we go log out, and I go into here, log in, and now I'm going to paste that code in and validate. Oh no, that's not it. Select a different method. Okay, sorry, select a different method. Ah, yeah. Backup codes. There we go. Now I paste that and I validate and I'm in. Isn't that cool? So you could hide these codes. You could have these codes in your wallet or keep them somewhere. Now, it's like if you hello Imran. Now, if you here's my suggestion. If we go to users, manage, and administrator, and we go to backup codes. Oh, oh, look, now we only have 9 because the one I used is burned. All right. Print these codes up, put them somewhere, but instead of saying, oh, backup codes for logging into the site, just write something on there like serial numbers for. Once I had a backup code that I kept with me, and I wrote a bunch of numbers on the page or some letters, and I put serial code for fridge water filter or replacement code or parts number. And I knew that that wasn't the letters, it was just that number, and then it's hidden in plain sight. Yeah, so if you ever can't get in, then you've got these codes. You could put these in a note in your password reminder. You could put them on a piece of paper in a drawer. Who knows? All right. You could also, so as long as you have them there. And there's Shapur. Hello, Shapur. Will those backup codes get registered into PHP-MyAdmin? They would not be visible in PHP-MyAdmin. They're somewhere, but they would be encoded. And if all the codes are used, then you can't use them anymore. But, you know, I just use a code, so watch. If I regenerate, I make a whole new set and now have 10 codes. So, yeah, these codes, I don't believe, Shapur, that these are in the back end of, that they're in the database. We could look, though. We'll take a look in a second, but I'm sure that they're not just there. They probably encoded somehow. All right, so that's that method. So we've got backup codes, and we have the verification code from that. The next thing here is the YubiKey, which I've shown you before. And what you have to do to add it is this. You go add a new YubiKey. Now, when I plug this YubiKey in and then tap on touch the circle, it's going to fill in a code here. All right. And I don't want you to see that code. So for now, you just have to trust me. Oh, look at that little thing back here. And that's a chat that I should clear. Just trust me that I'm going to make that go away. And then, but watch what happens. I'll put this in I'm going to lean over here in my USB key, a USB on my computer. All right. All right. And now, the key is flashing. Yeah, in fact, here, I'll just show you. Hey, why don't we get fancy since Bjorn suggested this? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to turn on the phone. I'm going to do a picture here. And, oops, I have to give you permission for this here. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, let's try this again. This here. Click here. I say start now. That's good. I go here. All right, so here's my desk, a few things. Now over here on my computer, you will see that right there is the YubiKey. And then you'll see on the screen there, anyways, I'm going to reach over here. I'm going to touch this. And did it go? No, because I think what I need to do is make sure I've clicked inside there. Yes. All right, and then I'll reach over here and I'll tap. And the code gets put in there. It showed anyways when it jumped up. Oh, well. I'll blur that out later on. I don't think it would matter anyways, possibly. But anyways, let me just reset that. That's what you get for trying things live. And then just need to stop the phone link here as well for that. Okay, so now I've got my YubiKey set up. So once again, I'm going to save and close. I'm going to go to, let me just get over to the chat here. I don't fall behind. So I'm going to log out here, log out. And now I'm going to log in. And the default method right now is the code for the app. I'm going to go and I'm going to say YubiKey. And now here's hoping it doesn't show it again, or I'll just have to blur it a second time. And I will just go and I just have to tap. Oh yeah, it showed it again. Well, how about that? I don't use the YubiKey for very much anyways, but you still have to get my password. And I have good password, so. Anyways, that logged me in. So now I have those three methods. And then the other one is Passkey, but in order to do that, I have to set up a Passkey for a different user because I haven't figured out how to remove the Passkey that I have created for this site for that other user. So first of all, let's just go to users, manage, administrator, and the backup codes. So we got backup codes, verification code, YubiKey, and the code by email. Here's one here. Add code by email. Code by email. You and the site administrators will see this name in the list of available multi-factor authentication methods for your account. Do not include any sensitive personally identifiable information. You have received a 6-digit multi-factor authentication code in your email. Please enter it below. All right, this one I think I can show you, but let me just do it off screen just in case. And let's see. Let's see. Did I get that email to me? The tricky thing is that this account is let's see, this account the email might not go through to me. I don't have it. So let's go through with my other plan here. Let's go to users, manage. I don't remember what the password is for this. I'm going to, so right click, go to Bitwarden, generate a password. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to go like that. And the username is CyberSalt, and I am super user, so save and close. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go and log out. Then I'm going to log in as CyberSalt and Control V. And now, I guess I had YubiKey set up for that as well. I'm going to select a different method. Oh, I don't have any backup codes. Okay, so YubiKey is going to be... All right, this time I'm going to cover this up here because I really... Oh, shoot, it keeps bumping up like that. Oh, my goodness, I'm going to be forever blurring this. Anyways, I'm logged in. All right. Wow. System. I mean, like, who's going to use it, right? I mean, it's the second factor of things. Maybe I won't blur it out. Anyways, maybe I will. Okay, so system. Let's go to users, manage, and now I'm going to manage Tim Davis' CyberSalt account here. Yeah, bummer. That's right. Now I'm going to go to Multi Factor Authentication. Now I want to set up a passkey. You need your finger as well. Yes. I don't know. Let's try. I've already revealed the code. What the heck? But anyways, let's add a passkey. When I click Add Passkey, it says use the register your passkey button on this page to start the web authentication process. All right. So this I'm going to call this Bitwarden. All right, and I'm going to go register your passkey, and then it goes choose a login to save this passkey to. And so I have some options here. Oh, it's one that exists. Okay, J5, let's find it. So I would have to already have this in here, which I don't have in there. So for this site, I'm going to add. Oh, now look, here's another thing that I've set up for my Bitwarden. I have to put in my key here. 7. Doesn't help if I say it out loud, right? Oh, look at this. Passkey saved. You can now use Windows Hello to sign in with your face, fingerprint, or PIN. Okay. So I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, man. I did that by accident. Oh, look at this. Passkey. Oh, I can add a new passkey. So this is not Bitwarden. This is Windows Hello. Well, this was a happy mistake. All right. So, wow, look, let's just see here. Let's save and close. It's not, on the YubiKey that I have, Bjorn, it's not fingerprint sensitive on the YubiKey. You just have to touch it. The security is that you have the key. All right. Watch, we're going to log out. And now I'm going to log in as CyberSalt. Part of the reason that it's a little confusing for my password thing is that I have, these are all subdomains, j5core.basicjoomla.com, yada, yada, yada. So, Control V, and I'm going to log in. Now, YubiKey code, don't have that. But I can select a different method, and I'm going to go passkeys. And I'm going to validate with my passkey. No, there is no one there. Hold on. Oh, let's see what happens here. YubiKey, passkey. Follow the instructions in your browser. Ah, this is not... Okay, so that... Even though I set up the Windows one, that's not working. So let's go with yeah, because I selected this. I don't have a hardware. I don't have it up here. So let's see. Oh, I closed that. And it goes to my Windows Hello. And then I'm in. Ah, all right, let's practice that. So I log out. I go CyberSalt. Oh, in fact, let's just do this here. I'm going to, no, that's not it. I'm going to add a login for this CyberSalt. I'm going to go paste that into there. And I'm going to go save. I think I see how to remove the one-time pass key there too. Look, if I go to here, it says passkey created. I wonder if I can remove it. If I go edit. Oh, there you go. I can remove that passkey that I created. Oh, there. Okay, that's how I could do it for the other account. All right. Well, we're learning as we go here. Yeah, it is complex. So that's good. You know, sometimes their security is so good we can't even get in our own sites. All right, so I paste that in there. I log in. YubiKey code. I select a different method. I want to use the passkey, but I validate with passkey, but I don't have one here, so I close the Bitwarden and it offers me my hello. And there we go. So, now we go to users, manage, and we go back to here to Tim Davis here. 1140. Let me just make a little note here. Something. Okay, so why don't we add another passkey? This one will do Bitwarden. For this, you could have, Bjorn, you're asking about different locations. You could have multiple passkeys set up for different computers or different locations. They have different USB keys. All right, so we're going to register this here. Now we're making a passkey, and I just created that profile for J5, this one here. Save it. And there we go. Save and close. Front end. User logout. Now I'm going to go with. No, this is going to be. This is because this is for having so many short ones here. J5 core, yeah. I think that's going to get me in. Yeah. Now I'm going to go to a different method. I'm going to go to passkey. Validate with your passkey. And now because I created a profile, that shows up there for here. And I go CyberSalt. And I confirm. Because it matches the username I put in. And I've logged in. Okay, so what have we got for methods that we've done here? We've done the passkey, we've done the YubiKey. Hey, let's try this now since system. Sorry, so we'll go to users, manage, Tim Davis. Now let's set up YubiKey. It was set up. All right. So let's trash that YubiKey one. Then we'll go look in the database, see some of our codes that we have here. So I trashed that. So now I'm going to add a new YubiKey. I'm not going to touch. I'm going to click in here, and I'm going to tap that. Oh, I have to hold it. All right. Oh. Good luck. Good luck copying it. I can't go in there and edit that. There's the beginning of it. So I'd actually have to go back and read the key. Well, how would I do that? Well, I know how I would do it. Yeah, rewind and pause. I'm just doing that right here. Here you'll see. we go to live, I'm going to make this, oh, that's super full screen here. And just a sec. Okay, there's the code right there. There's no way I'm going to be blurring all this out. So, man, if I can't make it full screen, good grief. Okay, well, I'll get into some silliness here. All right, so let's go. Let's just at least copy that part there. All right, save and close. Log out. Oh, save and close. User, log out. And now I'm going to go to here. I'm going to log in. I'm going to select a different method. I'm going to go YubiKey. All right, now this is where I have to try to see what that code is typed there. Okay, give me a second while I make this big, and then I'm going to open up Notepad, and I'm going to type it in. All right, here we go. What do we got? I already have the beginning pasted up to the LFT NKBI. CIDFUV. VRTHI. JIFIG, JIFIG, FDLBCL, FDLBCL, VEFEIH, VEFEIH, EIEIO. All right. Let's get this here, get my chat back. I can't, no, I can't copy off of the video. All right, let's copy. Let's put this in here. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works. Hit enter. No, I either mistyped it or you just can't put it in like that. Just for argument's sake here. Use snipping tool, copy text. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So what? Okay, so. Oh my goodness! Did I just? I think I just. What did I do here? I think I just closed that window. Oh my goodness! Aren't you guys glad I'm back? Let's go to Chrome, live streaming, Chrome. Okay, new window. Here we go. And I'm going to go to content. I'm going to go to live. I'm going to go back to this theater here. Okay, and now I'm going to go to where that image is. Great, I got it right on. All right, here we go. Come on, I need better. I need it clearer than that. All right, so Bjorn says to use the snipping tool. I have that here. I go new. I'm going to select that. And now somehow I can get text out of this, right? Bjorn, how do I get text out using the snipping tool? Snip bigger. Oh, snip. Okay. Well, all this just for the experiment here. Snip bigger. There we go. Make you big. Snipping tool, new. I'll go big. Oh, there we go. I figured out how to do that. That's cool. There's the code. Now, did I, so if I hit validate, no, yeah, so having that code does not matter. Because as I check it out, HVL, GF, TN, KBICI, DFUV, VRTH, IGI, FIG, FDL, BCL. Yeah, it's the same. So it doesn't matter if you have that code. Besides, you'd have to actually get logged into the place where it was asking for that code. Okay, notice up here some UB keys you can just put near a reader area on your phone or tablet. I don't think mine does that. But, yeah, so interesting with that UB key code there. That's that code that shows you can't just add it in there. So that's kind of cool. All right. So where are we at here with this? Tree lines. Okay, so, oh, Michael will do it for me. Sure. You guys have to have the password though. So anyways, with that in mind, that done. Oh, so I'm just going to tap here and that's going to work because when it went in, something got submitted. So there must be something in the key that talks to that. That's good to know. Okay, so I think that is all of the methods. Users, manage users, Tim. I have the backup codes. Yeah, I didn't print those. Code is unique for that site? Oh, possibly. But still, I was just concerned that if you could see the code and paste it in, you could. Anybody else would know the code. Yeah, and if it's unique for the site, that's good. It must do something, some encryption with the site and the key that's on there. I don't know. There we go. Michael's got it there in chat. Okay, so now add a new code by email. Oh, this is what I was going to do. Add a new code by email. And if you ever received a 6-digit multi-factor authentication code in your email, please enter it below. All right, so this is where we try this again over here. Oh, there we go. This email address is set up for me. And so I'm going to put it in here. That's the one I just got emailed to me. No worries, because I can just kill this off. Save and close. All right, delete this here. Now we're going to save and close that. I've got all kinds of stuff set up here. Code by email here. Great. Save and close. Front end. Sorry, user manager. Log out. And then we're going to go CyberSalt. See. All right, and I'm going to do this over on the other screen here. I have to put in my password that is there. In fact, let me just, on my other screen here, clear my thing here. All right, so I go into here and I log in. I want to use a different method, email, code by email. So I've received a 6-digit code. I will check, and I have my code here in the email. I'm going to paste that in here, and I'm going to go enter, and I'm in. So there you go. With a little bit of experimenting and playing around and looking, that's all the different methods that you have. Set up some different methods so you're not just stuck with one. The email is a great one to have set up. You know why? And one of the reasons the email is a great one to have set up is Michael said copy and extract the text was all you're doing. I had to figure out how to do that on Snippet. The reason why email is a great option to have is because if you're logging into your website, you have internet access, right? So if it's like, oh, I don't have my YubiKey, or I don't remember the codes, or I can't get into my authenticator, hey, get an email, get a code sent you by email, and you'll be in there. Now that we've exhausted, I think, all of these, Tim Davis, yeah, we did backup codes, yeah, printing codes, verification code, YubiKey, Passkey. We set up a couple here. All right. In fact, look, this one, oh, that's the default for that Passkey. I can change the default Passkey to here. And then that becomes the default for that Passkey. Nice. Is that what did that say, default Passkey? No, that makes it the default method. Why don't we go into the server here, and on the server, and let's take a look at what's happening in the database. To do that, I'm going to go here just so I can go here. Okay, I gotta learn that there. Okay, list accounts. We'll go basic Joomla. I'm gonna close that. Oh my goodness. Reopen, close tab. I closed the wrong one here. Basic Joomla. I opened up the website. I didn't do the. Okay, there's what I want there. And we go full screen web and camera. And we're going to go to database, phpMyAdmin. And it's 423, this database, I know. And we're going to go to MFA. Look for the table MFA that has it. Sorry. And here it is, JOS user MFA. We browse. And now if you watched Maintenance Monday, this will look familiar to you because look, I have these codes here for users 786 and 785. Michael says, beware of spam email and text messages claiming that multiple attempts would be made to log into whatever. Yep. Yeah. If you're getting text messages that say there's been multiple attempts, reset your password, don't do that. In fact, you know, using 2FA or MFA gives you the assurance that is like, wow, whatever. And someone says, I have your username and password. You say, aha, but you don't have my YubiKey. Or, oh, you don't have, well, I guess if they had your username and password for your email as well, it just makes it so much easier. And if it's just a passkey that you're using, say, yeah, give them your username and password. Hey, here's my username and password. Go ahead and break into the site. I should make a video about that. I should make a Joomla site that says, here's my username, here's my password, hack into this site. And then have it just set for two-factor authentication. Anyway, so look, I've got backup codes for user 786 and 785. This user here, Tim Davis, is 786. So backup codes, verification code for the other one. We did that YubiKey. Windows Hello, there's that one. Bitwarden, YubiKey, code by email. We could reset all these. Now, notice we saw backup codes. So why don't we look in backup codes, because Shapur was asking about that. Let me just close a few windows over here so I get things are a bit organized here. Over here so I can see what's going on. I can pop out chat. Yeah. Okay, a little bit organized. I gotta change my my other screen that I have, or TV that I have on the side here. I can't make my stand-up desk go up, so I'm gonna move it over after the stream, actually, because I feel like doing it and getting tidy and organized. Yes, these are encrypted. So you want to have some fun here? I wonder where they're. Yeah, I don't think that's MD5. I wonder. Let's have some fun here. This might be a cool little trick here too. What if we do this? This is for user 786. That's who this user is here. All right. So if I look at the codes here, all right, see what they are, and I'm going to duplicate this. If they have your password, it's a way of getting a 2FA code. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. Okay, that's a good point, Michael. If they get your password to your phone, they have a way of getting the 2FA code sent to your phone. Or if they have your password to your email, then they could have it sent to. They could get the code. If they have access to your phone, they could load the authenticator. But again, you can't get into, if they have access to your phone. So someone, so I think what Michael's talking about is that, say someone says they've got my username and password, and then they try to get my phone hacked, or my phone, or they call the phone company and use AI to say, hey, need to reset the password for my account or for my phone or something. Then just watch out for spam emails and text messages that ask you for your 2FA code, or even send you to a spoof site where you would put in a second code if you have it somewhere. But yeah, all of this is getting trickier. Then of course with passkeys, you're laughing. But yeah, anyways, here's what I was thinking. I've duplicated the 695. All right. Let's do this. Let's go to John. Here's the backup codes for 786. Here's the backup codes for 785. If I take the backup codes for 785 and go copy those, all right, and then I go back into here to the backup codes for 786, and I control A and I control V, and it's different, and I hit enter, whoops, sorry, and I go. Now, if I refresh, these numbers will probably change. Ah, look at that. This would, if you were out of backup codes, I bet you could probably log in. Because, watch this. 832.14118. Let's copy that code. See, they changed. So, watch. I'm going to log out. And then I'm going to log into this user. And now I'm going to select a different method, and I'm going to use a backup code. The backup code I just copied, and I'm going to validate. Oh my goodness, that is cool. That is cool. What that means, everybody, is this: is that on the site, if you had another profile, you could, and ran out of keys for that, you could always swap it. You could also reset in someone's, you could possibly reset in someone's database. I could go into Shapur's database, and maybe if he has that method already in there, he could, you could get codes for people. You could put codes in. Of course, all you have to do is delete all these records, and everybody's 2FA stuff gets wiped right out. Well, be honest, yeah, it's not good, except that here's the deal. If you have access to the database, you have access to everything, right? You can go in, you can change a password, and you could just log in and do whatever you want. You could go in, you could delete these, get rid of all the 2FA stuff, go into the user's profile, change the password, log in. So yeah. I mean, if you're logging into a cPanel account, you have full access to everything anyways. So that's not necessarily bad, but it is another thing that could work. It is kind of cool though. Yes, sirree. Yeah. Well, so we learned that YubiKey thing doesn't matter. And that's pretty cool. Look at this. It even shows last try for a method here. So I think that's pretty neat. There you go. I'm going to turn my phone off here again. I just got a call. And yeah, very, very, very cool. All right. Well, oh my goodness. You'd think I'd know how to turn my phone off. My phone is such a mystery. All right. Well, that's, I think that's probably a wrap for looking at the two-factor authentication stuff. And that was pretty cool. This site is such a mess. I need to make my video for GP Translate. GP Translate from John Dagamore, and get this reset and installed. But can I look at try Chatra chatting extension? Yeah, let's look at that. That's first of all, why don't we just take a quick look here? Manage, install extensions, install from web, newest first. Anything new here first to check out. We got mono checkout for Joom shopping, floating countdown timer, floating or sticking login. Let's see if we have many here. Chatra. Let's look at. We can save those other ones. Chatra. Chatra. This it here. Talk with visitors on your website, live chat, chatbots, email, and social messages for business. Okay, so this is a chat program on here. Does this chat program, does it go onto your Facebook, Imran? Let's see what the cost is. Free. One agent, free forever. Free. No help desks. Facebook Messenger. Oh, so the Essential does have Facebook Messenger. All right, $17 per agent per month. Instagram, intelligent chatbot. No chatbots. Basic visitor info. Oh, they stopped to the chat plugin. Browser dashboard. iOS. Complete history. Email chat transcripts. Read receipts. Agent names, titles, photos. Type indicator. So on. There's another chat system there. Integrations. Oh, isn't that too bad? They don't have one for Joomla. Although Equid they have one for Equid, but only with the Pro. All right. Are you using that on your project, Imran? Let's check out floating. They have a demo. Oh, and once again, let me just see what's going on the site here. Screen sizer thing is not showing the same bottom. Something is up. All right, well, I'll play around with that another time. Anyways, as you can see behind me, webcam off, we have a floating countdown timer down at the bottom here, purple. And then, of course, they have this still box here. And I guess you can move that around different places. Download it here, countdown deadline. Download it here where you can put your button in. All right. And let's move this over here. All right. And they have the same thing with a floating or sticky login. What company is this? Joomla. Oh, J5. We Develops. Let's check them out. That's a new name. We Develops. You are here. 10% off all of our Joomla extensions. Floating sticky login, which we can see. That's down here. Down here at the bottom right. That's cool. Demo for upload image background. Oh, okay. Upload a background image. I wonder what what that works with. Demo for floating image and text. Oh, there it is right there, floating. Yeah. Cool. Demo for OpenStreetMap. Okay. Yeah, they got some there. Focacart shipping. Sesquiposta plugin, so that must be for check maybe. Float image text. Yeah, we just saw that. Floating YouTube video upload. Oh, let's check out the YouTube video. Floating YouTube video and upload video player. Oh, you get your video down in the bottom right hand side there. That's pretty cool.
Joomla floating YouTube or uploaded video module. This module offers a range of features to enhance your website.
Okay. Well, that's kind of neat. What are they charging for this? Close it. Download floating YouTube upload video. $22.49. Imran says, yeah, FocaCart's still J5 beta, J4 with BC. So FocaCart works in Joomla 5 with the backwards compatibility turned on, I think is what you're saying. But a Joomla 5 native one is still coming. All right. Floating OI full screen method. Is this another one of theirs? Let's see. Let's see the demo. This is displays full screen module displays custom items or Joomla content in full screen. Let me just open this up and read here. The module built in 2 versions. Okay. A little bit wonky on the download there, but there's your video full screen. I guess you can do articles as well. Full screen module displays custom items or Joomla content in full screen. Interesting. Have we seen stuff from Old Web Design before? What do they got here? Oh, they got a bunch of stuff. Bunch of things. Old Web Design. If we go here, oh sorry, let's go back to here, back, and back. Go download, that'll take us to their website. And here's their site here. They have a club. Oh, they also have templates. And extensions, which we were just on. Content scroll. Oh, they've got a bunch of things. Wow, 5 pages here. Good for them. Super slider, parallax slider, Vimeo slider. Let's see, super slider. Open in new. When did this come out? October. Oh, this is last updated October 7th. It was added on the 13th. This full description here is interesting. I wonder if something has changed on the JED. I saw that there was an extension the other day that got all the reviews wiped out and there's no backup, so they're asking people to review again. Let's see the demo here. Oh, that's a nice, yeah, another full screen one. Oh, I like the little blur there. A little hard to read the text, but of course it's just a demo. Huh. Parallax slider. Okay, there's going to be the same company there. Vimeo slider. Last date added September 12th. I thought that I had, what have I got selected here? Newest first. Not recently updated. So something's not quite. Unless, yeah, let's just check this out here. Model shopping. Last updated. Yeah, so that's showing last updated. Oh, date added October 3rd. Date added October 2nd. Okay, maybe I'm just reading things wrong here. Let's go back down. So Vimeo slider. Date added September 12th. All right, so that doesn't... Unless, did we look at this before? Or has it been that long? I don't know. That means that this one here should be older than September 12th than 13th. Okay, I guess it's working. All right. Well, I think that's that. I think that is that. Oh, look, and I am nowhere to be seen here. Let's go to here. All right, everybody. Well, apart from a few possible glitches, although it doesn't matter if you see my YubiKey thing, everything is all good. So, yeah, good to see you guys and gals and gal today. I hope that you're all doing well. It's good to be back. I'm slowly catching up on work, feeling good about things. Yeah, I had a really, really, really nice time on my trip. It was just good all around. Some really nice things for me, some cool things happening for me, and rented a Tesla again. That was good. And I rented a Model 3. Oh, I rented a Model 3, but they didn't have one, so they gave me a Model Y, which is a bit bigger, which is nice, a bit higher up. Both Susan and I found it a lot easier to get into the get into the back end of the site to get into the car with it being higher up. That was neat. Yeah, I found this time the rental company didn't include a cable. Charge cable for plugging into houses. It did last time. I asked them why, and they said, oh, they kept losing them. So this time I had to, well, I could charge at my daughter's house because they have an electric car, but otherwise I had to charge at charging stations in my hometown. So that was a good experience. And learned that. I had the car charged up to 100% the night before we went to the airport, but it cooled the... yeah, and it cooled in the evening. So when I went out, I only had 91% charge, and I if I returned the car with more than less than 70% charge, they'd charge me $75. So I had to stop along the way and figure out a new charging system, and that. So yeah, and so it was a really, really good trip. I didn't get to see near as many people. Just as interesting aside for everybody, for you guys, because it's just the regulars that have left here. I had for the first time in 29 years, I met with my natural father, who I've been estranged from for, basically almost 29 years. And some things have changed in his life. He's 86 now, and anyway, so he asked me to let him know next time I was in town. We have been exchanging emails for the past year since his second wife passed away. And just going to say I'm really grateful to God for that whole experience, because it's helped me to resolve... anyways, it did something for me inside that couldn't happen until he took some steps. As much as I have dealt with, by the grace of God, is a lot of things over the years, sorting things out and finding healing and that. But I mention it just because one thing is that you might have people in your life that they may be even have moved on, but if there's something that you can do or say that you should have said, or you've reached that point, then definitely consider that, especially if you have kids, because of the powerful thing of that relationship there. And I think the other thing too that the reason I bring it up is I just like people to know. I like to share the hope that that I have because of my faith and walk, trying to live my life as a follower of Jesus. Because there's we've all got stuff that we carry along with us, and I think that as I can just think of a number of things that have happened over the years that I just really see can attribute to God working things out, trying to resolve things. And it doesn't happen for everyone, and I don't have resolution with everyone in my life either. I mean, I still have a friend, and that's recent news in the last couple of years that we've sort of parted way over disagreement in business and that, and there's probably some things that he needs to say. I tried the best that I could to wrap things up well. But anyways, in the midst of us doing our Joomla sites and living our lives and running our businesses, we are all human beings with strengths and weaknesses and happinesses and hurts and coming from backgrounds where there are where we need help. We need help from outside of us, and we need help. I mean, yes, there's the things that people can. There's the things that people can say if they live long enough and figure it out long enough. That maybe we're waiting, and I definitely know that not all estrangements or broken relationships are in the place where they can be healed. But so if there's if someone's taking a long time to say something, or they've passed and they're never going to be able to say it, or they never come to that place to say it, I have received. I've been just Jesus has made such a difference in my life for me, bringing him those broken things as well as and just living along. So anyways, thought I would share that with you because we spend a lot of time hanging out, and you are my friends. And so that was just one of the parts that was great about the trip. And that whole encounter has had an impact on some things in my mind. I think that we're just hanging on, and I'm enjoying experiencing that and watching to see what the long-term differences are for me. But anyways, all right. Well, so show and tell, sharing time over, I guess. But thank you, Imran. And Mary, happy to able to reconnect with family. Yeah, it's nice to be able. 7 hours I spent with my natural father, but had really nice times with my mom and my dad, and my brother-in-law. Had real nice talk with him, of course, with our daughter and her family, and just traveling around, and nice direct flight from Toronto to Victoria on a new airline that we'd never flown before, which was great. They don't run 737 Boeing 737s. They're running a plane that was made in Brazil. There's no middle seat in it, so there's 2 seats on both sides of the plane. It's a bit smaller than the 737 we're used to flying on. And it was a quieter plane. Apparently, it's a bit smaller plane. I think it only seats 126 people or something like that. But I guess 28 rows on our side, 2 times. But apparently it's pretty fuel efficient, so they can run in smaller loads. And anyways, that was good. Plus free Wi-Fi from gate to gate on the plane. So I actually had a client reach out to me while I was flying that wanted something fixed on a database, and I was able to fix it on the data. I logged into their hosting. I fixed the database. I logged into their Joomla site, got things started again. It had to do with search. Emailed them, told them it was fixed, and also invoiced them all while I was flying along the plane. So that made the trips fly really fast too, especially coming back. I was watching YouTube videos. So All right. Well, I feel like I'm rambling now. So I'm going to find the button that I can click here that wraps this whole thing up. Bring back the sad music. And go from there. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for hanging out. It was great to be together with you again. Who knows what we'll do next week. But we'll do something, Lord willing. And that's it. All right. So, as usual, I hope that wherever this finds you, be it morning, evening, afternoon, or tomorrow, that you are well. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.